Mm. So early round, you're gonna see VP get like super aggressive by Ivy. Like I said, smoke this off, re-smoke this off. So what's probably gonna happen is Jordan's gonna tell his team when the re-smoke happens. I'll just use a circle for the sake of fucking making a different shape. So they're gonna re-smoke Ivy, which means that two guys are pretty dedicated to Ivy, right? C9 also has Brown Hall control though, with Stewie and Chad taking Brown Hall control pretty early, like we saw. It's like they rush took it, but they took it relatively quick, even before the second smoke probably goes up. Taz has to know this. He actually smokes lower. He uses his utility pretty early right now. So that's gonna almost demand a rotation back towards inner. So I'd imagine we're gonna see Neo rotate towards inner pretty soon once C9 takes Brown Hall, because what happens is VP pushes to Ivy. They see that no one is deep Ivy, right? Jordan's not really throwing like counter nades or anything like that. He's being very silent about it, like, which is smart, right? So VP is thinking, okay, they could very well be gathering for like an inner hit right now. Tim and Ska walk out mid because IB pressure is going down, and they have Brown Hole control. The reason why Tim and Ska walking out mid is a decent idea is because Jordan is calling an Ivy push and his team has Brown Hall. So because his team has Brown Hall, or their team, because their team has Brown Hall control, it kind of forces two guys to play around the inner bomb site. And because the other team pushed Ivy with two players, it means that chances are there's only one guy watching mid and ladder at that given second. So walking out mid is a pretty decent play at this point in the round. Tim makes a play, pushes down hell, ends up like kind of like making contact with the guy bomb train area. And around that time, even before that, when I said there should be a guy in ladder room if they're doing this, the reason why I said that is because those guys at mid were making a play, and a guy ladder to trade on the one guy outside would have been a real good idea, in my opinion. It's just taking the 5-on-3 outside. But what they did is also a pretty decent idea. It's just I think they did it a little bit out of order. So if Cloud9 would have done this fake inner that they do before Tim even makes contact, this shot would have been like perfect. Because like I said, what happens is these guys push Ivy, they see nothing, they hear nothing, they don't know anyone to Ivy, there's no contact made. If Tim just waited in this corner and Scott ended up holding this, and then Stu, who had ladder control, he ended up going back up the ladder towards inner, faked inner with Shroud, and then went back to ladder with Shroud. If they did it that way, I'd imagine hardly anyone would have died, and they would have had a 5-on-2 at outside. They still ended up having a 4-on-2 at outside, which is fucking great, actually. Like the strat actually worked out really well, and you'll see, like, but I don't think necessarily this is a strat. I think this is a little bit of mid game mixed with something they might have seen before. So just like watch overview. You see what I mean? So again, Jordan gets pushed back. He hears Snack spraying through the smoke. Pasha's running back. He knows that this is the guy that smoked, right? So Pasha smokes again. So then he now knows that two guys are dedicated, like pretty aggressive towards Ivy. Like they can't really be, even if the first guy ran after he sprayed, like he can't really be past the green train. Like he can't be in T mid. He can't be in ladder. So if there was a guy there, then he can't really like take control of like an advanced area on outside. And like I said, when they took Brown Hall, look, Neo rotates back inner. He's already back inner with Taz. Taz uses smoke early, so he especially needs to rotate, in my opinion, this round. But he had to use a smoke early because his team was playing so aggressive towards Ivy. If he would have gotten hit early, the rotate would have been really fucking slow. It would have been bad. So Taz has to use utility in this round. He also had no info from those guys that pushed Ivy because they didn't see or hear anything, which is a good play by Jordan. So you can see like two guys are completely dedicated towards Ivy. Bialy's like playing the bomb train area, and they're about to lurk out mid. Stu is finally about to get ladder control. He's the guy you see in the back of my screen right now. So the same flash see through yesterday, if you're watching. These guys are literally out team mid right now. And because Pasha didn't see anything when he looked over that smoke, he's rotating back inner. Like towards back lanes. He's a very quick rotate. So he's basically opping ladder from old bomb, and Bialy's holding hell. And you can see Bialy's very aware that he doesn't have any eyes on mid or ladder. You know, like technically Stewie could have come out and just like killed him in the side. Well, until Pasha got to back lanes, he could have done that early round, but Bialy realizes that a guy could have lurked out mid, and that's why I think it would have been best if Tim probably waited not in the corner, because the corner they can see your feet when you cross. If you waited like somewhere like mid Olaf, it would have worked out really well for them, because Pasha really bites hard on this fake. So Tim takes this fight with Bialy right there, and he's kind of like trapped between two players and doesn't really know it. I think he drops an underhand smoke. Just kind of lurking in it. So Tim's trying to make plays. Snacks pushes up, kills him, and then the fake happens. Oh, thanks, Liv. Is that chicken meatballs? Ooh. So when the fake happens, you can see Pasha's rotating inner, and I don't think it would have mattered at all if Tim died or not. Like, based on the info that VP got early round, like that really had no play in this round. Jordan has to go back and get the bomb, even though he probably would have preferred to lurk out Ivy in this scenario, and pinch hell. But you can see like they have 3 guys in. Even Bialy rotated, dude. They had 4 guys in it right there. And I think that would have happened regardless, just based on the info they got early round, you know? But also, Tim dying might have actually helped that, because it's like, we killed the lurker, they're going to go inner now. I don't know. Kind of depends on your like view of things. I do think, though, so this is actually really common when I watch teams on train. So there's a smoke right now, and I'm sure Ska's going to use it, but I don't know where he's going to use that. If he doesn't use a smoke here or Z, it's kind of a mistake in my opinion. Either of those smokes probably could have helped his team get in safer post-plant positions a lot. You know, like think about if you're planting like side bomb right here, you don't have to worry about a guy Ivy. You don't have to worry about dying when you're planting, and you're safe to like come back around through like sandwich area. If the Z is smoked, you can plant like right here without worry about like, you know, dying in like the fucking feet, or like a guy peeking out the Z or anything like that. But that's not even, this isn't even so dangerous because you have so many people by E-box. If a guy swings at the Z, he's probably fucking dead. So I think the better play is to smoke like back 6 right now. I don't really know what Scott ends up smoking. I think that smoke though. See, literally that, a smoke back 6, Jordan doesn't die right there. I think Scott definitely needed to smoke back 6 this round. 100%. Because people just like don't have anywhere to move. You see what I mean? Like, no one really knows how to move. Like, you can even see Stewie like on overlook. Like, he doesn't really know like where he's safe from. He's not safe from the ladder flank. He's not safe from back 6. He's not safe from bomb train. So he's literally just fucked. Like, he has no safe angle to peek into. Yeah. So I think that's probably something that small probably lost this round actually for C9. I think they completely outplayed VP in the early round though. But that's what happens when you play on the fly like this. Like, things like that can happen. That's no one's going to make the right play in the heat of the moment every time. And like sometimes things are going to work out. I don't know. You know, sometimes things are going to work out. Scott just gets that kill on the guy back 6. And he doesn't even need to smoke. But you're playing on the but when you're playing on the fly and you don't get the kill on that guy back 6 and you don't remember to smoke, stuff like that could happen. The round could just fall apart. Looks like the same shit all over again. They probably feel like it worked the other round, so they're just going to do it again. Same type of default. Stewie actually gets early ladder control. Shroud was going to go with him to trade. We saw it got smoked, so no need. Same shit at Ivy with Jordan. He has to be getting pretty fucking annoyed because I know Jordan does like working Ivy. Ska's holding that angle that Freeze always holds. Oh, they're going to do this shit again. Oh, a different type of boost. VP actually making a good play right there. Okay. This is actually, I'm so glad this happened again, dude. I'm so fucking glad this happened again. Okay. Chat. So, listen, look, it's the same strat from both teams, like on the next gun round, right? And I keep in mind, I've never seen this before, but this is kind of proving what I said about the rotations the other time, right? Um, this time, Cloud9 does not take brown hole control. And I want you to look at the difference in what happens this round, right? So, again, VP has no way of knowing Cloud9 is running the same strat. The other time that they pushed IV, they never saw Jordan. Jordan never made a single sound, right? As far as they know, like, this is a different strat because this time Jordan actually shoots, right? Now, the thing that's different is this time Stu and Shroud, instead of getting brown hole control, they go for quick ladder control. But if you watch, Taz is just spotting lower. He probably has like a small gap in the left side of the smoke, or maybe he's waiting for like a flash Q or something like that. And I don't know why the fuck he uses Molly just now. But anyway. Ooh. No, so Cloud9 doesn't take brown hole. They didn't throw the Molly upper or make any sounds in brown hole. They're peeking it, but they didn't really make any sounds. And I think Taz kind of like is feeling out that no one's there, so he's not asking for a rotate. So you see 4 guys remain outside this round, which is very different than the round before, you know? Like, there's no reason for 4 people to be outside this round versus the 2 last round after the fake. The main reason is that Cloud9 didn't sell that inner could even be an option this round, you know? Like, they didn't really do much. Like, Shroud didn't use much utility there. Stu didn't pop flash lower. Stu didn't cross with Shroud. You know, like, there was no sound cues for Taz to think, yeah, there's a guy in brown hole. He was kind of like, it looked like he was kind of spooked that there could have been a guy brown hole. I don't know why he mollied like that, to be honest. That was very weird, because normally people at inner save their mollies because they're so OP if a team hits it. I want to see if Neo or Bialy like see a guy fucking coming out mid or some shit. I didn't really see that guy. I asked him put out the molly with his smoke, but also kind of really made 4 people stay out here. This is really good smokes and utility from C9. Well, that's a rip that molly missed. So the smokes that C9 use here are like really fucking strong. Their utility that they use is actually like perfect. They really could have used the mid bomb Molotov though, which maybe was where that one was going that you saw bounce off the bomb train. Maybe. All right. So I mainly want to watch the execution and kind of show you guys why this is actually a really good execution. So Tim uses his smoke early round, obviously, because I think he might feel he was spotted or something like that on the way out, and maybe he was. I don't know. He could have been spotted like through, you know, the 6-lane crack from back lanes, like through this crack by an upper. So maybe if Pasha was holding that angle, he saw him. I don't think anyone saw him jump out initially, because when I first looked at these 2 guys, they didn't really have vision on that. They were too busy throwing grenades. But the utility that they use this round is smoke mid bomb, smoke right bomb, molly camera. I want to say they were trying to molly mid bomb, just for the sake of fucking switch. Wait, how the fuck do I do this shit? How do I change? How do I change colors, chat? I want to change colors. Okay. Alright. Cool. There we go. So I got smoke mid bomb, smoke side bomb, got an attempted molly which misses at mid bomb, like actually the middle of the bomb. A molly that hits at camera, and then a late smoke back six. This is really strong because typically what they're trying to do is basically come out ladder and get a plant on the right side of the bomb train. Obviously, in order to do that, you need a smoke back six. You don't really need these two smokes as much, but they help you when you. I mean, as far you're not going to die. Like these, you don't need them, but they help a lot, right? So I'd imagine these two guys are going to swing out ladder and basically look for fights to help the bomb pushing up to the bomb train. Both these guys are going to like kind of swing out towards the E-box. Probably one guy is going to meet up with them around here and fight the same angle. And then someone is going to be looking, probably Scott. If I had to guess, Scott is going to have vision down this entire lane. Like, just in case, a guy pushes up through the smoke, comes through camera, like, and swings too wide into his crosshair. That's mainly probably Ska's goal here. And then this guy, the guy that's guarding the planter further from ladder, is going to also make sure that a guy doesn't swing and kill the bomb planter. I don't know why they feel the need to like get Tim out to the pink train, like other than he just wants to fight. Like he was out, felt like he got spotted, got hit to half health, came back out again, which seems so risky actually, in my opinion. So Jordan is over by the trash can. He's probably going to dump a couple flashes over the wall. He's also probably one of the people smoking one of these two spots. So I'd imagine one of these two smokes over here comes from ladder, and the other one comes from Jordan. And the smoke back six probably comes from ladder. Shad. I think Shad's probably the guy that probably smokes back six. I think this is kind of a little bit of poor strat design too by C9. Like, why would you not have the bomb go towards ladder in something like this? Why are you going to have the bomb come out T mid, make this cross, potentially die to heaven, like over the smokes? There's just so many, like the pathway is so much more dangerous to come out mid with the bomb in that scenario. It doesn't even make sense. Especially if you're not even gonna bother with really getting brown hole control. Like, what's the threat? Like that a guy in ladder room is gonna double kill you. Well, if a guy in ladder room double kills you without the bomb, you fucking lose the round anyway. So you might as well take it there. I don't know. Like, also it's relatively easy to get the bomb back from inside ladder room because you just molly it out. So it doesn't really make much sense to me. I mean, I doubt Jordan was like, "Give me the fucking bomb." Like, no one wants the fucking bomb. So that missed molly is kind of unfortunate, to say the least. But like I said, you can see a lot of people over by the E-box side holding the right side bomb train peak. It's very scary though that they missed that mid bomb molly. And you can see Ska is also probably swiveling between like back pink train holding like bomb train area and back pink train holding like down the sandwich lane, the 5-6 lane. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's kind of just he gets that kill on the guy hell. So now Jordan's in a super dangerous spot. You see, if one of the ladder players had the bomb, the smokes would still be up. Everything would be great. The bomb would be planted. They would be in such a good position right now to win this round. They have a flash in ladder room that Jordan could play with, like Shroud could flash out ladder, and basically Jordan can swing with it with Shroud. They could get a kill real quick, fall passive. He could hold the bomb train. He could even probably weasel his way out and go back towards sandwich, only having to worry about one fight, and that's from old bomb. But now he's in such a dangerous spot. Like, Scott, like it's almost all on Ska right now to guard Jordan as he plants. But the problem is Ska just got a kill on this guy Hell, and he's probably gonna have to make a play really quick to guard Jordan, but he's not. Like he's totally holding the wrong side of the train. Like Ska needed to probably be holding the Z right there. I actually don't even know how Pasha just killed Jordan. Yeah, nobody wants the fucking bomb, dude. It's literally ridiculous how many times bombs get dropped on the fucking ground in North America. It's just like, I have the bomb in fucking spawn. Doesn't matter how many times you fucking tell someone they should take the bomb. Doesn't matter what the strat is. Doesn't fucking matter. So the smokes actually block him off really well. Counter mollies. You'd see he has like no vision. And this is what you want with this shot. You just want to get the bomb down. But the problem is the bomb is so late because it's coming out mid, which is such poor strat design by C9. And that allows him to even get that kill on Tim. And again, like, I feel like I'm literally saying the same thing over and over, but the poor strat design by having the bomb go out mid literally cost 3 guys their lives just now. So again, early ladder control by C9. Kind of an unneeded rotation inner. I don't know why Taz really isn't getting much info from lower. Maybe he feels scared that Ska's just gonna straight pick that shit. But for the first time this half, probably, VP doesn't get Ivy control on Jordan. And Jordan is really, really fucking good at getting Ivy control. He solo gets Ivy control for Cloud9 a lot. Like, he is a large part in why they win a lot of their T rounds because of what he does at Ivy and how he doesn't typically die. And if he does, it's because the CTs have to make like a pretty outlandish play, which would give him a lot of info. Oh, they push it on him again. They're trying the same shit on him. Oh, he runs through. He's like, fuck this shit, dude. Wow, he actually accidentally pulled out a smoke, I think. They literally tried it again on him. And he's just like, dude, this is not happening again. We're not losing 16-8 with this shit happening 3 rounds in a row. FYI, in case you're wondering why he's looking at the ground like a bot, it's because he knows the last player is the inner player because it's Taz. Wow, they managed to save it off. What the fuck happened that round? So again, Cloud9 literally starts off the exact same way. It's honestly kind of like, I don't know. I guess they have a lot of faith in their default, but they really aren't even changing up their default, which is pretty fucking shitty in my opinion. Like, at least send a different person somewhere differently. Like, nothing. I guess you're losing rounds for the wrong reason, so you want to stick to the same strat. I understand. I've been in that scenario. I definitely have. Trust me. Fucking done it all too much. Like, they're losing rounds, but I don't even know if they understand why they're losing these rounds, like, after they lose them. Because stuff like that, like, the bomb being in C mid, causing them to lose that round, I highly doubt that they thought about that on the fly, you know? And I highly doubt, you know, after that on the fly round, the first time they pushed Ivy, they thought, yo, Scott, you had this smoke that you didn't use. That's why we lost the round. Because it was all on the fucking fly. Like, I don't. Shroud starts to smoke Brown Hall. I just make a presence. You see it caused the rotate from Neo right there. VP is playing a little bit more aggressive on the outside train yard this round. They're giving Jordan Ivy control. You can see he's still like a little bit scared of it because of how aggressive they've been the entire half. And this is really just, this is the power of, you know, forcing yourself onto the other team on CT side, is what it's caused Cloud9 to fall into right now. Is this slow fucking play style. They keep running the same shit. They're scared to like gather and go inner because they know VP is just getting insta Ivy control, and they'll know we're going inner, guys. We can't just go right to inner because they're just playing so aggressive Ivy. Like, they'll know, so we'd be fucked. You know, like, it's like this psychological battle that's going on in your head. Let's see. Fast T-con ladder splits when you don't have pre-nades. If teams are constantly doing that on you, first of all, like, I mean, there's so many ways to stop this shit, dude. I mean, I don't know why you would constantly not have pre-nades, but even if you had a smoke, just smoking off something like this, and it's just, dude, there's so many ways. Like, I don't even know. Like, you can dictate where T's go with nade usage so well. You know, like, someone just needs a sacrifice. Like, why do all 5 players on your team not have nades? Doesn't make sense. You know? Have a fucking support player. You be the support player. Someone be the fucking support player. And people are just running out ladder. That means there's probably not smokes here. You can literally just have an op that. I don't know. Like there's so many ways, man. So yeah, Snack's just gonna hold an angle into ladder room. I think Stewie's just gonna come right into it. It's very good, like position, like change of positioning by Snacks, in my opinion. So you can see like all half, Snacks has constantly just been a fucking thorn in the sides at Ivy. Like he has just been. You've literally seen every gun round so far. This guy's pushed Ivy, and right when Jordan burns him, remember when Jordan ran through that smoke and actually it was like solved this Ivy push, solved it, I guess, because he kind of technically. I mean, it was like a 50-50 battle, honestly. Like Snacks could have easily won it, but you see Snacks is like, fuck that. I'm gonna opt this guy ladder. They've been probably getting ladder and control for free, and maybe Bialy even told him, "Hey, no, stop barking, stop barking, no, Lily." God damn it, dude. God damn it. Um, but Bialy probably even told him, like, they're not throwing the mollies into ladder room to clear the shit, dude. They're literally just dropping in that shit. Maybe one flashbang. So this is a very good countermeasure for that. You know, people just dropping in ladder, being really sloppy. And he knows even if he misses this shot, you know, for Stewie to get the kill on him without Bialy killing him would be a minor miracle. You know, like if Stewie runs out ladder and chases Snacks after he misses this shot, chances are Snacks' pathway is going to be this way. Bialy is probably going to step out a little bit and just off angle in the middle of nowhere and catch Stewie off guard. Like, and you have Pasha back 6, potentially ready to like literally kill Stewie if Snacks misses as well. So they're in a very good like triple crossfire for this ladder lurk. Fallen would throw this smoke a lot early round. Like he would just run up and throw it. And this was back in the days when like Olaf would always go to Olaf, I guess, go to his spot, like go out mid earlier and shit like that. But by throwing this smoke T mid, the CT that's holding mid needs to worry about you lurking into hell as well as you lurking out mid this way. So smoking off T mid like that as a CT is generally a pretty shitty idea. Like this smoke in particular that you see. That is why like you never really see top teams smoke T mid like this. If you see a smoke T mid, it's clouded into T mid deep. You know, so that way the smoke ends here. So that way someone in Bialy's position can see someone that lurks out mid. This smoke is not CT favored at all. This smoke is actually shit. And it makes you, as the guy holding mid, very nervous about someone like Automatic, who's been lurking out mid every fucking round. It makes you nervous because you can only hold one side of this train at a given time, and he could be on either side, or he could just go up the ladder if he was feeling real ballsy. Like that's another thing he could do is he could one way over the smoke on that ladder on your screen, and basically just spot for info from Bialy, and then jump off once Bialy like takes a shot. It's a pretty decent smoke to throw, as well as it also stops him from potentially getting pushed on. You know, like that molly was in pretty deep in T mid, and by throwing that smoke, he basically ensures no one's gonna push into T mid because no one's gonna fucking run through that smoke. And you can see when Snacks gets that kill on Stewie, a team like virtus.pro knows Stewie is like a staple in Cloud9 strats, right? Like if you're killing Stewie in ladder room, I mean like 4 players aren't ready to hit enter. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like 4 players aren't ready to hit enter. Like you saw 2 rounds ago, not 2 rounds ago, I'm fucking exaggerating, but several rounds ago, when Tim died outside somewhere like right there, Snacks killed him. You saw virtus.pro rotate 4 people inner and leave 1 guy outside, right? Literally 1 guy they left outside when they killed Tim. Because killing Tim is very different than killing Stewie. Like, they kill Stewie in a site and they think that's where the site is going to be hit. Like, they think that's the site that is about to be under attack. They kill Tim and they're like, bro, let's get the fuck out of here. This is not the right site. Let's go. And that's the mentality VP has right now. I'm sure in a little bit Neo's gonna rotate by out. But for that second, he knows like outside is the immediate threat. He resmokes ladder for Bialy, and then rotates inner, and is kind of spotting upper for Taz, who's holding side bomb. It looks like, yeah, he's just spotting an angle side bomb. Let's see if any nades. No. I find it weird how Taz like blows through his nades versus C9. I don't know if he's scared of them working fast or what. That's a big kill. Jesus, Tim just destroy them. Oof. Well, that's a rip, boys. I hit the bomb and fucking spawn.